Very good.
Very nice.
Very good.
Are you on fire? Go and make disciples?
Dapat kita natin.
Maraming teno. But anyway, the Holy Spirit will always work in each one of our hearts. Okay. So, now is the moment for us to deepen more on the truth of this talk, no? As shared with us already, Darwin gave us a lot of elements already, and now we could deepen a little bit more. It might overlap, but it's really the time for us to assimilate, no? To assimilate. So, before I will go to the main points, just allow me to share an experience that I have to understand a little bit more of this truth. Today is the birthday of my mother. If she would be alive, she would be 93 years old. And then one of her traits that really touched me among the many good traits that she has was always she was very happy when she won a lottery. Wedding, no? She will always give everything, no? She will always give to us, to the neighborhood, to her siblings, and to everybody until the time that nothing was left for her. But their joy is up to here. Up to here, no? She was always full of joy, no? And it is true, no, that there is much more joy in giving than in receiving. Acts 20:35. It was very alive in her life, and it was who she was. So she was, no? So, I guess that all of us, in all our experiences, we may receive gifts, no? Blessings. Or it could be in the form of achievements, or answered prayers, or success that we have attained, no? So, our joy cannot be contained to ourselves, but automatically we share it in whatever way. Now, FB, Twitter, Instagram, Messenger, no? Every ways and means, no? That we share, no? And to whoever, no? And it is true that there is more joy in really giving. Our joy is double. Tama ba? Is true? Yes. Yes. So likewise, when we experience the love of God, not only in our first encounter or what we call the fundamental experience of God's love that we experience, but in our everyday prayer, in our friendship with Jesus, we did every day, we experience the hope, the peace, the joy, the meaning of our life. It is indeed an experience of joy that we want to share. It will always be a life-changing experience and a life-transforming experience that we want to tell to everyone. We could put it in the Facebook, no? Our experience of prayer every day. And we are really full of joy more than winning a lottery, no? More than winning a wedding, no? So, we don't want that it will fade just in a week time or in a month. We want to have it a permanent experience to have. How will it be to be such that it would really be a permanent experience with us, no? Is when we share. When we share, it is true that our joy and that experience remains, and it is double when we share. So we all desire that everybody might have the same experience in the same way that we have it, that we receive it, in whatever cause or consequences. In 1 John 1:1-3, what we have heard, what we have seen in our own eyes, what our hands have touched, we announce to you so that your joy may be complete. And when we share, is double. We want unlimited, no? We always want unlimited rice, unlimited iced tea. So it is what God gives us, unlimited joy. And we are all here because many people have shared that gift of the mission, that gift of go and make disciples. And it is what we receive from them, no? What we receive from them, from one person to another, until it reached to us. They have graced to spread it and invested their lives with so much joy and love, so that we could enjoy the gift of the mission, the gift of His life, no? And that we may be really instrument of that gift to so many people, no? And recognizing it, we don't want to break it. We don't want to break the chain of that beautiful gift and blessing. We want to continue and to pay it forward. More so, we are invited really to continue forming disciples. They have formed us as disciples. So, an invitation not to break it. And from that great experience of being loved, being embraced, we are called and we are chosen and we are sent out with so much gratitude and love. I think it is the clue there, no? That the mission is not a hat put on our head. It is not an obligation to be fulfilled. But it is really out of joy and out of gratitude that we go and make disciples. In the Evangelii Gaudium of Pope Francis, number 120, he said that the meaning of being sent is to be sent with the same mission of Jesus. Pope Francis exhorts all of Christ's faithful that all the baptized, whatever their position in the church or their level of instruction of faith, are agents of forming disciples, are agents of evangelization. So I think we could really be convinced that nobody of us is exempted, all of us. And I guess this is already our experience. We are just being given a great dose, the maximum dose. It's like in the injection that hey, you are really called that your identity, your being is to go and make disciples. This is our being, as it was said also in Evangelii Gaudium. So we are sent with the same mission of Jesus. And what does this mean for us as Bourbon Day and as a church, no? And I focus more on us, in the word us, A-S, no? What is the mission of Jesus? What is the motivation, intention, and the way that Jesus did forming apostles? I remember in one formation that when we asked the disciples, what is our mission? And I ask to you now, what is our mission? What is our mission? Share Jesus Christ. Parang nahihiya. So, okay. The answers there are, some said with so much confidence and pride, no? Our mission is prayer and preaching. Our mission is spreading God's love. Our mission is proclaiming the word of God. It is because all of those are part of it. But it is not. Our mission is to form apostles, disciples. Have it in our heart. our mission is the same of the mission of Jesus, forming disciple, no? So, our mission is forming apostles through our specific charism of prayer, ministry of the word, and testimony of love. So, it is the charism. There are many charisms in the church, but the Day, as Day is called to be sent to form apostle, is through our specific charism of prayer, testimony of life, minister of the word. So not to be confused. And so, and it is also in the, if you have this, no? This is the identity of mission of the Burgundy missionary family. That number 24 that states, our first priority is definitely to proclaim the kingdom of God through prayer, preaching, and witness of life. But the intention and objective is to form apostles of all peoples wherever we are. So for this, we are called first and foremost to fix our eyes on Jesus, so we could have our strong foundation, and will not be lost on the activities, that we will not be lost on the challenges or whatever it may entail us in living our mission. So as I said before, us, no? So what is this us? So there are three that like Jesus, no? Is like his intention, his motivation. What is the motivation of Jesus, no? When investing his life to live out his mission of forming people from all walks of life to be disciples. What is the motivation of Jesus there? It is in John 17:25-26. That the love, it is the prayer of Jesus, no, to the Father. Lord, Father, many people does not know you, but I know you, and I want you to be known to each one of them. I want that the love you have for me may be in them, and that I myself may be in them. Very clear, no? John 17:25-26, and in John 14:31, it says there, the world must know that I love the Father. That's why I do everything as He commands me to do. So the core there is the love of Jesus to the Father and to the people the Father loves. It is the passionate love to the Father and the passionate love for all those people whom the Father loves. So it's the experience of God's love that He cannot also contain in Himself, that He wants to share to many people, so that many people will experience the same and do the same. It's more than winning the lottery as well. He wants to share it to all what He experienced from the Father, and do the same, forming them as His disciple, no? And number two is the intention, no? It has been repeated to us, and it is the title of our talk, is to go and make disciples of all nations. To go where? What does it mean? This, no? Is it to go to another country? To go to Vietnam? To go to Australia? To go to Japan? Colombia? To go to Mexico? Singapore? What else? Did I miss anything? Cebu? Cagayan de Oro? Tagaytay? Ansol? Batas? Ano? Is to go, that it is more than going to specific places, no? But it is a state of life. It is a state of life, and it is a constant going out of oneself. To go out from our comfort zones. It was mentioned already by Darwin, no? To go out to what we are used to live, or what we have reached so far. To go out of our own bubbles and to reach out to others. This is the life of Jesus. It is the state of His love. And so with us, no? So, His intention is really go and make disciples, no? And then this make disciple, in the first place, what does it mean to make disciple? The word disciple, what does it mean, no? In the first place. So, a disciple is the one who experienced the love of God and then shares his or her experience, and in turn, those whom they shared, they do the same. They do the same, no? To make people as possible to encounter God and let them experience it, no? It is a disciple. So make people to encounter God, to let them experience His love. When we look at the life of Jesus, when He come to the encounter of Zacchaeus, the Samaritan woman, Mary Magdalene, and many other people, the lame, the leper, the mute, the paralytic, the sinners, the outcasts, no? It's just to name a few, but it is concrete His intention of making them disciples. And through them, many people will be disciples in turn, no? When He saw Zacchaeus, He saw not only Zacchaeus, He saw the town of Jericho. When He saw Mary Magdalene, the Samaritan woman, He just not saw the Samaritan woman. He saw the whole town of Samaria. Mary Magdalene as well. Okay, go to Jerusalem. Go where the 12 disciples, the 11 disciples are. Go. And so it's always multitude. It's always multitude when He encounters one person. And I guess that this could also be in our heart. When we come to the encounter of one person, we are seeing the whole family. The family have friends. The family have office mates. The family have many people behind each one of them. And it is really a multitude. That's why it's worth it to invest forming a person. Because multitudes are there, no? So, in the same way as Jesus. So, first is the motivation, second is the intention, and the way. Before Jesus goes to the mission, what first thing first that He is doing?
Pray.
Pray.
Go up to the
So,
mountain.
as it is in the passage of Luke, it was related there, but he says always, no, that He will depart from many people and went to the desolate place. The people will look after Him, and He will just go to that isolated place and commune with the Father. And there, what happened? He is there, listening and getting the thoughts, the feelings, what will the Father will tell him. And it is, I think it is the core as well of forming disciple. When we get it, when he get it, he live it out, no? He live it out, and then what we will preach. It is there that the Father will give him what to do, indicate what to do, no? That's why the preaching and the life of Jesus is very powerful, no? What he believed is what he lived. We always say that we walk the talk, di ba? Oo, it is what is it, no? So, it is really a package. The way is a package. The way of Jesus forming the disciple, forming apostle is a package. And it is always intertwined, no? Prayer will always lead us to the peak. What he prayed will always lead him to mission. And the mission will always lead him to prayer. And there is no separation between the three of them. If it is not complete, one pillar of this is missing, forming apostle is not possible. I tell you, it is my experience. It is my experience, no? And I guess that this is also our experience. That's why it is very important to pray, connecting with Him. That's why it is very important that we are in mission is to pray. Is to pray a missionary prayer, receiving the thoughts, the feelings, and how they will even do it, no? And it is the same, no? That we cannot preach whatever preaching. That's why we check the talk. We are sharing with each other, no? It's really to enrich, because what is at stake are the lives of people. So, checking the talk is already forming in each one of us being a disciple, among disciples, even our revision of life. Whatever, no? Whatever we do is really to take it seriously, because what is at stake are forming is our formation of the people whom they will receive the preaching. So it is in Evangelium Daudium as well, 1:10, no? That he said that the life and the mission of Jesus, the preaching is the central part of his mission. There can be no true evangelization without the proclamation of Jesus, and without of course the prayer that he has, no? This is the mission he entrusted to the church. And this is also the same intention, to make disciples, no? And the more I think we will be convinced of that number 24, of the identity and mission of the Bermuda missionary family. And so in our formation last December, the priest was amazed on how we live our mission, because it is true that it is forming apostle, not only that is being carried by missionaries, married couple, at the same time lay people, involving the lay people. And it is this is all about the synodality, no? That all participates and all are together in living out the mission, no? So it's nice, no, to discover that really we are living it out already. You confirm that you are living it out already. This go and make disciples as an ecclesial family, as a birthday missionary family. But it is true, no, that there are a lot of room still to upgrade and to level up. And so why? Why? No, number two points is that because of that Christ's compassion for people, for each person, no, for each person. It was said already and mentioned already by Darwin as well, no, in the passage of the multiplication of the bread. he has that compassion for the people, no? And he carried in his heart the same sentiment of God in Exodus 3:7. When Jesus saw the crowd, his heart was full of compassion to each one of them. And he carried it, no? In the Exodus 3:7, it was stated there that I have indeed seen the misery of the people in Egypt, and I have heard them cry out because of their slave drivers, and I am concerned about their suffering. So this is the sentiment of Jesus. Okay. Just in case I will not finish, I will just send it out, no? Because the time is limited. I have only 5 minutes. I am still in letter B. So, I think it is also the sentiments of Jaime when he wrote the Herald of Evangelization, that he said there that I yearn to change hatred into love, sadness to joy, anguish and despair, and so on and so forth, no? So, I think in my own experience, when I was, so this is what Jaime has been transmitting to us through different missionaries, no? And it reaches to me when I was 20 years old. When I was 20 years old, I have many questions. What is my life for? What is the purpose of my life? Where could I find the real happiness? And all these questions, no? What can I do to change the world? No? How could I collaborate? And I have experienced in the Eastern encounter when the ones who were there, missionaries as well, and lay people, that they put me into the encounter with God. No? And from there on, it's an experience of really winning a lottery. The only thing that I want is that the joy that I experience, I want to share. I want to do the same what they have done to me. I want to live what they have lived, because they are community, no? They are community, not only one person, but they are as a community preaching, giving their testimony of life, and I want to do the same. And then it is always what is in my heart, no? That urgency to respond to the cry of Jesus, because I see faces of my brothers and sisters, my own flesh and blood. So if it is my own flesh and blood, really, the urgency is there. I am a homebody person. I am shy, like us. But in that Easter encounter, as soon as I arrived, I went all around the houses, and then to all my brothers and sisters, I go out of my bubble, no? And then it is what I have until now, no? That when I see Jesus crying and having that compassionate heart with the people suffering when they see their situation is not what should be. My always response is that how would I ease your pain? How would I wipe your tears? And the only thing always that he will say to me is that be who you are, what you are, be what you receive, be my life, be my love, now be my word to each one of them. And then in the same way that you have experienced, do it the same for each one of them. Lead them to that encounter. And furthermore, be in the process as well of making them to share later on the experience, no? In short, pay it forward, no? And it is true that it is always a package, no, to form disciples. Package of accompanying them to nourish their foundational experience of His love and life, leading them to prayer constantly, calling, visiting, going after that. All this is a package, no? Sharing the faith, the revision, human and spiritual formation, accompanying them in the mission, preparing with them their preaching, one with them in their joys and pains, and all what the whole person, even their families. It took a lot of creativity and faithfulness, which we call today creative fidelity. That we are faithful to form apostle at the same time in a creative way, no? I cannot do the way I did 31 years ago in this new modern times, no? So, but it is beautiful that when we form apostle, we are not alone, but as a community and as a family. No, that it is true, no, that after years, we could realize that they become consecrated missionaries, consecrated missionaries, consecrated married couple, the missionary disciple, evangelizing, where they in turn are forming disciples. So it is really a joy, and it is really an invitation to be faithful, no? Faithfulness in the concrete stage where we are put, concrete stage of the people where we are put, and then to really take part in that process is a joy. No, it's a joy to take part in their process. In our mission field, in our different mission field, we may not see that they are disciples, but to believe that God is in constant work in their lives. As Darwin was saying, that it is through the Holy Spirit that He is making us possible to form and make disciples. I will stop here already.